Hey guys, what is going on? Methy here, and today we are going to be talking about the future of Krunker. It's kind of a different kind of style video that I kind of wanted to make. I know it's not the traditional opening up cases or here's this cool mod. Today we're going to be talking about the future of Krunker and ways that we can improve the game, and hopefully Vince, Sydney, hopefully they're listening, and hopefully they get something out of this video, because I've been doing a lot of research. I've been thinking about this. I've been sleepless nights, and I think that this would be a good time, especially going into 2020. We can kind of get a little roadmap for the game going out of season 2 and seeing what we can collectively gather. After watching this video, I would love to hear what you guys have to say and what you guys want to integrate for the Krunker 2020 season, and see what we can do as a whole and try and get some changes, hopefully get some bug fixes. Hopefully we can collectively get this game to where we want it to be, because right now the game's out. I love this game. Krunker is one of my favorite games out. It's been one of my favorite games since last year, but I still feel like there's something that we can improve on the game and make it even better than it already is. And hopefully we can take some people and we can drag them in, and hopefully it could be a fun time for everybody. But other than that, let's get right into the video right after a word from our sponsors. When you guys see this beautiful GFuel in the background, what do you say? Look at me, blurry as hell. When you see this GFuel, what do you think? Personally, I think energy, I think focus, I think just pure 100% gaming. And in my personal opinion, I think GFuel is the #1 source of energy, gaming at a top level, and staying focused as best as humanly possible, especially during those long hours of Krunker. I know you guys are sitting there for hours on end trying to get the #1 spot, trying to get 100,000 kills on Krunker, and I think GFuel is the perfect remedy to your issues of, fatigue, not feeling your best while you're gaming. Obey, my gaming team, we partnered up with GFuel, and for a limited time we have a 30% off sale using code OBEY. If you guys want any GFuel, it's not like any of those other brands out there. It doesn't give you crashing after you take it. It's not like a 5-hour energy where you just crash afterwards. This is top gaming at a top level with no crash, no fatigue, no nothing, just pure gaming, pure great taste, no chalky powdery taste. And I think you guys can do a great job. If you guys would help us out, use code OBEY. It would really mean a lot to me. But other than that, let's get right into the video. So I think the biggest thing that we need in Krunker right now are new maps. I know that they just added Kanji back, and I'm super happy. It was actually one of my favorite maps when I was playing it before, and then I noticed they took it out randomly, and I was like, oh, I'm not getting Kanji anymore. I was actually going to make a video about it, the long forgotten map on Krunker, Kanji. But yes, I know that we added Kanji, we added another map as well, but I think there should be more maps. I think that for the game to survive, I think there should be not weekly updates, but at least like a map a month or something. I know those guys out there, they're working very hard, but I think new maps are vital for the game and the longevity especially. You don't want to be playing a whole month and grinding your ass off for an entire month playing this game, and then just being like, you have all the guns, you have all the maps available. Yeah, all you have to do is just kind of level up and get like pistols, the ray gun. But after that, I mean, there's not much really to do, and I think adding new maps to the rotation would very, very well benefit the Krunker community as a whole, because like I said, like the longevity of the game, people just don't want to play the game for a month and then be like, well, I mean, what's next? The ray gun, like the ray gun's cool, but it's like it's not enough to hold the attention of the casual gamers, which kind of, it sucks, because it's kind of the way of 2020. There's a lot of cool games coming out this year, and if Krunker wants to stay in competition, just reinvigorate the wheel and just new maps. I think most definitely new maps. Alongside of new maps, I definitely think better hit detection is probably, it goes hand in hand. I can't tell you how many times I've just shot somebody from from here. So this is me, and the GFuel in the background, that's where I shot, and it was still a headshot. I think hit detection, I mean, I know it's an IO game, I know it's a browser game, but it's just the little things. I think the hit detection could be just a little bit better, and that's just my opinion. And for the last piece, I think for the kind of like these everybody already knows, everyone's been saying it, I think more good contraband. I'm gonna put a little list right here. There's like what, 13 of the contraband guns in the game. 4 are just complete the same skin, just different gun. 2 same kind of style, but then everything else is pretty much either things from season 1 or season 2 contraband. And I think that if you're going to be dishing out a lot of crunkies for your buck, trying to see what you can get for contraband, and you have most of these weapons, I think it's kind of a lost cause. I think that there should be a little bit more in the game. And I know season 2 in the game files, they still have more skins coming out, but I think that this right here would probably be the best option. Just adding a little bit more, even if it's just, you know, just a cool knife that you're like, you know, I really wanted to make this like a heroic or I don't know, a legendary or an epic. I think it's definitely worth it if we just switch those to contraband. I think, you know, why not, you know, give us more. But other than that, we have the good stuff here. Now the big thing that I was thinking about was definitely better Twitch integration. I think the integration is really dope. How you have like on the top right of your screen, you can see pretty much all like the golden players that are streaming on Twitch, you know, the high viewer count. But what about the lower guys? What about the people that, you know, they stream all the time and they can never just reach that top 3? I think a better Twitch integration would very well work out. I think, you know, if you're streaming, instead of a verification badge, switch it to a Twitch badge. So, you know, it's nice. I think it's a nice change. I think if you could just click on somebody's profile in game, you see, oh, this guy's streaming on Twitch. I think that would be a great idea for Krunker. It involves the community more. It doesn't just leave the top 3 to thrive and the others to just kind of survive on your own. And in all, it's a great idea. I think it's such a great idea. And piggybacking onto that idea, for the people that are verified that are streaming at the same time, what about instead of a verification badge, you add a Twitch badge instead? That way, when you're playing Krunker on stream, you could just opt in. Instead of having a verification badge, you could have the Twitch badge, and if somebody clicks on that button right there, they could just be redirected to your Twitch channel. And like I said, it's also like the top 3 can still thrive. You still get that notoriety. You still see, hey, like UCD, he has 800 viewers, and then you don't see the little guys that they get like under 10. And it's just a very good idea to try and like integrate, make everybody happy, and build a community off of Twitch as well, because I think Twitch is a great indication of viewership. Twitch and YouTube, right? Those right there, that is your viewership. That's what's going to bring new people in your game. People, they're not going to be just looking up IO games to play. They're going to be going on Twitch. They're going to be like, oh, my favorite streamer is playing this game on Twitch, Krunker IO. I'm going to check it out. And, you know, it gets more people to be streaming, more eyes. It's nothing but a positive. I think that right there, if we can take nothing away from this video, I think that right there is probably the #1 thing that we can just kind of say, hey, I think that's a good idea. Now for challenge mode. I know challenge mode right now cuts the health in half and it gives you double crunkies. I think we should add a little bit more to it, spice it up a little bit. I don't think the half health is, you know, doing good enough justice. I think we should just disable the HUD, and you know, we don't have to cut the health out. We can still keep full health, or we can do the other way. But as long as we disable the HUD, I think it's more of a challenge. I think it's like, it's just kind of, it separates the good players from the great players, most definitely, especially if there's no, you know, showing how many bullets you have. I think it's a great idea. I think challenge mode and maybe a little bit more crunkies as well, and it would give more incentive to actually play and get the crunkies. You know, I think it's really cool. I love the disable HUD option. Now my last bit of advice going into 2020, this one's a small one, but it's one that us streamers, especially people that host custom games, really do take note of. Being able to update a custom game or set it to intermission. So like basically at the end of the game, how it shows like how many kills everybody has, it kind of like sits there for a little bit, so that way you can kind of like make little tweaks, change the map, the mode mid game, instead of having to, you know, X out, give everybody the link again, and just kind of go from there. I think it's a great idea to kind of, you know, just, it's kind of like one of those easy fixes. I think that way it helps the the person that's hosting the custom games, as well as the viewers itself. Instead of clicking a link 20 times, it's like, hey, I want to play this map instead of this map. I want to play you know, free for all instead of capture the flag. I think it's a great idea, and it's an easy fix, in my opinion. I'm not sure the logistics, but I think something like that would just, you know, I wouldn't say 2 clicks, but it's enough clicks that I think it could be easily manageable. But yes, that has been my 2020 kind of like guidelines to kind of set the path. Hopefully somebody listens. Hopefully, you know, like I said, if nothing gets fixed, you know, I understand, but I think that these right here, it's kind of a good pathway to kind of lead, see what can happen in 2020, and hopefully we can make Krunker blow up in the next year. But other than that, guys, this has been Methy. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smack that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you guys are new. And other than that, just leave your suggestions in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Peace out.